Hello and welcome to Home Studies e-learning for First. In this lesson we are going to look at intensifiers. Let's begin. So very is an intensifier. So for example, I am happy, one smiley face, but I am very happy. So it's intensifying the adjective. He did well in his exam, one tick, but he did very well in his exam. So it's intensifying, okay, how well the person did in the exam. Now rather means quite. So for example, our neighbour is rather annoying. He plays his electric guitar a lot. So instead of saying rather, you could say quite. So our neighbour is quite annoying. Let's have a look at when we use to. Now, to means more than requested or required. And we can use the following structure. To plus adjective or adverb. So for example, these shoes are too small. So small, adjective. You are driving too fast, adverb. So to plus adjective or adverb. Or we can use this structure here. Too much or too many. And you could also use it with a noun. So for example, I have spent too much time on this project. There were too many animals in the enclosure. So here we're using too much plus a noun and too many plus noun. Now here we're going to use the structure too many, too much without nouns. So for example, the handbag cost over £150. I spent too much on it. It was really difficult to choose which cake to buy. There were too many. Now you can use the following structure as well. So we've got to plus adjective or adverb plus to plus infinitive, or to plus adjective or adverb plus for plus object plus to plus infinitive. Let's have a look at some examples. It was too wet to go to the park. So here we've got to plus adjective plus to plus infinitive. We walked too slowly for us to get to the station on time. So here we've got to plus adverb plus for plus object plus to plus infinitive. Now let's have a look at using enough. Now enough means necessary amount. So we can use adverb or adjective plus enough. So for instance, I don't feel well enough to go outside. So here we've got well, which is an adverb, plus enough. Is this flat large enough for the both of you? So here we've got the adjective followed by enough. Here's another structure. Now you can just use enough on its own, or you can use enough plus noun. So for example, do we have enough biscuits? So here we've got enough plus noun. And the next one, you don't need to buy any computer games, you have got enough. So here you're using enough by itself without a noun. And another structure that you could potentially use is enough plus to plus infinitive, or enough plus for plus object plus to plus infinitive. So for example, the wedding marquee is large enough to accommodate over 100 guests. So here we've got enough plus to plus infinitive. And in the second example, I haven't made enough mince pies for you to take to your Christmas party. So here we've got enough plus for plus object plus to plus the infinitive. Now let's have a look at when we use so. Now, so go before adjectives and adverbs when there are no nouns. So for example, I'm so hungry. We are so exhausted. So here we're using adjectives or adverbs without a noun. And we can also use few, little, many and much with so. So for example, Frankie knew so little about the rules of football. There were so many students at the festival. Now let's have a look at such. So here, adjectives are optional, so you don't have to use adjectives if you don't want to. So with singular countable nouns, so for example, he is always trying to make people laugh. He is such a joker. She is such a lovely person. Now if you're going to use singular countable nouns, then you need to use an article. Now with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns, then you don't need to use an article. So, my colleagues are such helpful people. It's such awful music at this concert. So remember, with such, adjectives are optional. You don't have to use them if you don't want to. Now, you all want to pass the exam, and hopefully you will. As long as you study hard, you will pass the exam. Now, I think I'm a mind reader. I think I know what you're thinking right now. I think you're thinking, what does as long as mean? Well, let's have a little look. Okay, now we're going to have a look at some expressions using as. As many as means large number. As far as means to the degree or extent that. As soon as means something will take place immediately after something different has occurred. As long as means if, and as well as means also. Let's have a look at some examples. I have created as many as 20 adverts today. As far as I am concerned, he will not get the job. We will go to the cinema as soon as we have had our dinner. You can have a kitten as long as you look after it. Oh, very cute. I'm very jealous right now. And finally, she was a paramedic as well as a volunteer firefighter. Now you need to know that known as means also called. So for example, her official name is Elizabeth, but she is known as Betty. Now this does come up in the use of English, so make sure you know what known as means. Also, you need to know that such as means for example, and also like can mean for example. However, like is more informal than such as. So for instance, I do not like certain vegetables such as broccoli and carrots. For example, broccoli and carrots. I want to go somewhere sunny like the Caribbean. For example, the Caribbean. So make sure that you know what known as means and also what such as means, because these do sometimes come up in the use of English. Okay, remember you have a little test shortly to see what you can remember and what you've learned from this lesson. But what we really want to say now is good luck. Good luck for when you do take your FCE exam. Hopefully you won't need it. Thank you very much for listening. Bye.